this. The worst kiss of all time. A woman had to have her tongue sewn back onto her mouth after her latest makeout session.
My gosh, what kind of boyfriend is this?
A bad one, a bad kisser, really bad. And it was a Turkish model, no less. She posted shots online after she made out with a guy, and he bit off the tip of her tongue.
Was this at a bar or anything, or did she? Was it her boyfriend? Did she know?
Well, no, it wasn't her boyfriend, but it was a guy that she just happened to be making out with. And I guess things got really passionate, or maybe he's just a really horrible kisser. And he just went for it, and it bit off the tip of her tongue. It's hard to tell, though, from the pictures, if it was a clean bite or if it, because the stitches that are, just imagine.
But
and
like,
the blood.
you would think it would be on purpose if it was like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, it was not. It definitely
wasn't
was. No,
See, this is what you get, Katie. Remember when you were at a random?
Oh gosh,
Katie was at a random Fish concert, right?
It was widespread panic.
Widespread panic,
Yes.
and randomly came out of the bathroom, and there was guys waiting in line in the men's room, and Katie looked and walked by and connected eyes with a guy and that she's never met before, never knew, nothing, and all of a sudden they just approached each other and started making out.
It was attraction at its finest.
Obviously, it's the mushrooms, but
might have had something to do with it. But yeah, that had never happened to me before. But I'm glad to say that it did at some point in my life.
that guy must feel good about himself. Can you imagine just being in line and girls just want to make out with you?
Oh, well, it helps when you're hot. You know? Do you remember though?
Was he hot?
Yes, he was. I mean, is my husband? What time? Yes. Okay.
Well, this is before.
This is
Let's
well
to be clear,
before.
it's before Ben.
I was as single as they come, and it was. Yeah, we had gone to Portsmouth, Virginia, and you know, there's something magical about that outdoor arena anyway.
It's a good outdoor arena. The
Yeah.
neighborhood not so great, but yeah.
But I mean, you're right on the water. The amphitheater is beautiful. Of course, my favorite band of all time, Widespread Panic, was playing. We were already hanging out with all my girlfriends. Don't me.
It's
Frankie
nothing
Valli.
but a bunch of jam
Frankie
sessions. They don't know what
Valli.
they're doing. It's like all you're doing in Widespread Panic is hallucinating with the mushrooms and acid. That's it.
Okay, that's what adds to.
That's why the music's so good, because I saw it in another way. The normal person can't see it that way.
Yeah, try it sober.
I have.
Get me out of here.
They are classically trained musicians. Anyway, there's something magical about the whole experience. And then, yes, I came out of the bathroom, and as I was walking back to where all my friends were, there was this guy that was coming, I guess, towards where the bathrooms were, and we just locked eyes, and it was instant attraction in that moment. And maybe some drugs and some booze. And we just turned around and walked back to each other and made out. I can't explain
Did
it.
he
cool.
cup a feel or no?
I don't remember. The only thing I remember,
Little ass grab while he was in there.
I don't know. I don't remember. But he was the same one. Not in that moment. But he was the same one that later on we somehow found each other again.
Destiny.
And I was.
It's not the drugs. It's meant to be. It's a fairy
I
tale.
thought he could have been the one at the time, but I was wrong.
Right.
His name was Billy, and he.
Of course it was.
Billy.
Fits.
He's also the one where I took the ferry. Remember, I left my friends, and he was staying at a hotel like on the other side of the water. And so after the show was over, he was like, "Well, why don't you and your friends come over to our hotel?" So we took the ferry over to the hotel, and then they left, and I stayed. And the next morning, I got up and I was like, "Oh my God, I have to get out of here. I don't even know where I am. I don't know who this person is." So I had to go downstairs in the hotel.
It's a ferry you have to cross the water.
Yes, yes. And it turns out you also have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any cash.
Yeah.
So I'm standing. I went downstairs, grabbed an apple and a banana and the newspaper.
And you swam?
But I wanted to look like I belonged there.
Sure.
So I grabbed the news. I'm like, "I'll have one of these. Thank you. Good morning."
I'm a young professional.
Dressed in my hippie dress. My hair's like
From last night.
dreaded up, I'm sure, wearing my Birks. And I went to the ferry, and when I went to get on, he said it was $1, and I didn't have $1. So this guy,
What a professional.
this guy behind me was like, "Here," and he just gave $1 for me to ride it, and then I rode
And
home
did
to
you
my
make
friends.
out with him?
And
No.
then you went back to his hotel.
No, I didn't. That was the end of it.
When you
That
did
was the end of
this
it.
random makeout with this guy and went back to his place,
Yeah.
did you guys hook
We
up?
did not do the do,
Oh.
but there were things.
Okay.
Yes, but no, we didn't. We didn't.
Like on your part to him too?
Oh my God, I can't. Maybe I don't remember. I really don't.
Interesting.
But he was also the one. This guy has a lot of leg on this program. He wrote a song for me,
Oh my gosh.
and
wow.
he called in and sang it, and then that was the last time I ever talked to him.
Oh my.
Good idea.
Wow, he poured his heart out like, "Hey there, Delilah." "Hey there, Katie," and then just stomped on his dream.
That was it. I couldn't handle it. So anyway, at least I kept the tip of my tongue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to the worst makeout ever.
I'm looking at this. I Googled her, the model that had her tongue bit off.
Yes.
And I feel like when I make out a little tongue bite, like a little bit, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Like a little casual. She's so damn sexy, I might bite her tongue off too.
Because she's a model, a
Sexy
Turkish
as hell.
model.
Yeah, I don't blame the guy.
Show
either.
Jason, see what
Gosh,
he
I've
thinks.
seen it.
Well, she's
you
a
have?
brunette.
Uh-huh.
She's a brunette.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
you seen her?
I don't know. I can't get over the whole tongue thing, the way she's sticking it out. So I don't know.
Well, how do you know he didn't go fishing in her mouth for it?
Right.
Yeah, I'm blaming it on him.
Yeah, that's
he's the
totally
one
on
that
him.
did
Ugh. And then her blood is on his. Oh, God, I can't imagine.
And you got to be probably French kissing pretty hard. I guess that's what it's called.
I would assume, yes.
Do you, Katie, do you ever still make out with Ben passionately like that?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, we still make out. I
Every
mean,
day, or-
it typically leads directly to
Every
you know
morning,
where.
just get a good make-out sex before we walk out the door.
I'm off to work, honey.
Let me try to bite off your tongue. But yeah, so we
Does
we
that happen
definitely
after
do.
wine or just randomly?
Just randomly.
Like a big, huge, like tongue and all.
Yes, if we are in an appropriate place for that to be happening.
Okay.
Like the privacy of our bedroom or whatever. We don't just make out in front of our children.
Oh, okay.
Or, like in the grocery store or anything.
Sure.
Although we should sometimes.
Yeah,
just to
stop
see.
We should do that with Squid.
We should
One
do
time,
that.
we just see people's reaction. We just have them standing there in the grocery store aisle, just making out passionately with the current girl he's at, whatever you see.
We should do it. I'm writing that down. We're
Yes.
gonna do that. Just in front of the eggs. There's two people
Yeah.
just passionately making out.
Until
Weird
somebody,
spots.
you should do it until an employee comes up and, excuse me, sir, excuse me.
And that
Like,
person,
just
you
keep
get
going.
the Biscuitville gift card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random act of kindness.
A little too early for the plug, but
Random
yeah.
acts of kindness.
That's true.